as we try to hide from the winter down in Florida. Are you looking for a campground that has a little bit of peace and quiet and a little more space with things to do, but nothing so crazy as to ruin your sleep? We may have found the exact place for you. Bulow RV Resort in Flagler Beach, Florida is one of the Encore resorts that is associated with Thousand Trails. Now, as we take a look at the map here, you can see it's not the largest place in the world, but it's not so small as to not have amenities. And as we look at our spot here, you can see nice spacious spots. We're going to take a little ride around the place and I'll show you some points of interest throughout. Now, this has that Spanish moss feel that so much of central and northern Florida has, which really does add a nice homey, shady feel to a campground like Bulow. So as we take a look around the place, I want you to keep your eyes on the different types of spaces. Where I was parked was called the Elite, and those spaces are a little bit larger and they get smaller and larger throughout the place. But our first stop is going to be the Bulow Activities Corral. They put a lot of emphasis in really establishing the areas of the place, which was neat. Now, I will tell you, sadly, when we were there, everything was closed. So you can see this patio area. There's no one there now, but I was told they have like dances and other events that they hold there, and it's really one of the centers of this park. Now, as you can see, the activities crowd, look at the cabins there, and this area is really carved out for fun. There are all kinds of little areas, the horseshoes, the volleyball, they have shuffleboard, and all those types of things are right in this area. And again, they do a really good job of defining what the area is. And it's one of the more positive aspects of the Bulow RV Resort, how they took cares to really show you what they want each area to be utilized for. So remember, we talked about space. Look at all the space here at Bulow. There are numerous areas that they have, just swaths of open land and fields and dog parks and water and all kinds of areas like that that really give it a nice breathable feel, if I may. So as we continue to drive through, you're going to see on the left those flags. Even though it's an Encore park, they do have a Thousand Trails representative that can help you spend even more money than you thought you were going to spend when you walked in there. They actually are pretty helpful if you're looking to improve your membership or anything like that, or upgrade. That's the person to talk to, and they are identifiable by the flags. So what you're seeing here are another set of the cabins. Just like we saw at the corral, those were the larger cabins. These here are the smaller cabins, and throughout the park you're going to see different sizes, and they can all be utilized by different pay scales if you were interested in renting a cabin. So up till now, it seems like I probably like this place, and I did, but I want to show you some of the negatives as well, and I'll just take a little meandering gander on the way to this negative number one. This might be the worst bathroom I've ever seen. Look at the shower. There's a bar of soap in there, so that means people are actually using this thing. Now, you can point out the positives and negatives of bathrooms all you want, but when you look at the corrosion on this handle, look at that. I cannot imagine putting my hand on that and actually using it. And it had one of those weird drain systems where there's only one drain, so the shower water from one shower would have to go through another shower before it made it to the drain. So your shower could be infected with other people's dirty shower water before it made it to the drain. So that system hasn't been used in a long time, I imagine, but here it still is. Take a look at it there. There's the drain, and you can see the other place where the water comes through. So that is about as terrible as I can imagine for a shower and bathroom. But Bulow does redeem themselves with this bathroom here. Take a look. This is hopefully their plan for the rest of the bathrooms in this place. But you can see here beautiful tile work, nice clean porcelain all over the place. The showers each have their own individual drain, which is just magical after you see a bathroom like the one I just showed you. Take a look. It's all ready with the soap shampoo container carrier there. And look, there it is, a drain. You forget, you don't realize how wonderful a personal drain can be until you see that 3 showers in the other place were sharing one drain, which I didn't even know was possible. But that's the way it was, and this is the way it is. You can see this is the handicapped bathroom and shower here. Just delightful. Refreshing, if I may, after seeing that previous bathroom. And I went into a third bathroom just so you could see. I wanted to see what was more consistent here. And as you can tell, just by, oh, look at that guy. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Suave Debonair? So you can see this is more of the way that they're going. They just haven't gotten to that other bathroom to update it yet, which is a nice thing to realize. So the area we're driving by now are where some of the longer term residents stay. You can see there are some tiny houses and some of the campers that are here more long term. They have landscaping around their house like that one on the right there. They take the time to actually make the area look a little bit more permanent. And so we're going to leave this area and head over to the other side of the park where they had this little dance hall type of a place. You can see here, this is where their lake is, and it's really beautiful, really picturesque. And that's really the theme here at Bulow. Again, when we were there, a lot of what they offer happened to be closed. But I was told that this is pretty much the feel of the place, even though there might be a little bit more hubbub going on. Generally speaking, Bulow is considered a respite from the activities that are around. It's a very short distance to Flagler Beach, the Palm Coast, St. Augustine. We even went and visited Kennedy Space Center while we were staying here. So there's a lot to do that's in very close proximity, but Bulow is really a place to go to relax and to get a break from all the activities. So this place, it's beautiful and it's well taken care of. As you can see here, the pool, which was minimally used when we were there, it's just perfect. Everything is where it's supposed to be. They take good care of it. That building is where the laundry room is. And everybody that's here is super duper friendly, super nice. And like I said, they take very good care of the place. So once again, we'll take a look at all the space. There were these canals and some rivers that are right there within the property, but they recommended that you did not go swimming in them due to the potential of alligators, like you can see there. Fishing is permitted, but at your own risk. That's an ominous warning if I've ever seen one. And like most other campgrounds that you might end up going to, Bulow has all the standard stuff, firewood. Well, not while we were there. It seemed that the whole town was out of firewood when we were there for some reason. It was quite the interesting thing. But they have firewood. They have the propane. You can refill your propane there if you should run out. And they'll have a dump station, you know, things like that. Garbage dumpsters and the like. One thing I will tell you is they do not recycle here, and that's good to know. If you have any plans on recycling, it's not going to work at Bulow. So in summation, I think Bulow, one of the Encore RV Resorts, is a pretty good spot if you're looking for somewhere near Flagler Beach, Palm Coast in Florida. The spots are pretty spacious, the area is clean, but it's peaceful. And look, some even come with a little dog to pet. But all in all, I think it's a pretty good option if that's what you're looking for in Florida. And don't forget to like and subscribe to follow our national coaster tour and all that entails.